Hello students, once again I welcome you all in this online class of science. And students, this is our last chapter for the half yearlies, and the chapter is chemicals and chemical changes. Till now, whichever chapters we have discussed, I hope they are all understood well and you are learning also. So just prepare well for your assessments. And starting with this chapter, students, the brief introduction, like matter. You must have studied in previous classes also that matter, anything that has mass and occupies space. And mainly matter exists in three states. Yes, you already know, that is solid, liquid and gas, according to the molecule spaces between them. Like solids, they have compactly packed molecules. Liquids, they have some space in between them, and gases, they are having more spaces. Now what about an atom? Atom, like in human body or the organism's body, you know the smallest unit is the cell. Same way, all matter, it is made up of the smallest particle, and that smallest particle is called the atom. Like cell in the organism, the matter, we have the atom. Example, hydrogen atom, oxygen atom, nitrogen atom, there are so many, right? Now what about the molecules? Same way as we have the tissues after combining the cells. In chemistry, we have the molecules when two or more atoms combine together. So again, relating it with the body, when cells unite together, they form the tissues. And when atoms combine together, they form the molecules. So chemically, when two or more atoms combine, they are called molecules. Diatomic molecules, di means two. Yes, so diatomic molecules, they are made up of two atoms of same element. Like example, hydrogen, H2, means two atoms of same element, hydrogen. Oxygen, O2, it has two oxygen atoms, right? So this is about molecules. Now about the various types of substances. Some are pure, some are impure. Depending on the materials made up of same kind of atoms or molecules, they are called pure substances. Now these pure substances, they are classified into elements or compounds. We'll study about these today. Elements, the pure substances which is made up of same types of atoms, they are called element. Same types of atoms. It cannot be broken down by physical and chemical methods. See on the screen the example of the sample of element lead and the sample of element chlorine. As you can see on the screen, all the atoms are exactly the same. So in elements, all the atoms are exactly the same. Next is compound, made up of two or more different kinds of elements that are chemically combined in a specific ratio, like H2O, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, it is 2:1. Now the specific characteristics, they are made up of same types of molecules. Then they can be separated but only by chemical methods, not by physical methods. Then the properties of compounds, they are totally different than the properties of elements. If I relate it to the real life example, suppose you are making some kheer. Okay, so the ingredients, they are in proper ratio making the kheer, but the rice, the milk, they have a different taste, and when kheer is prepared, it has some different taste, some different properties. So same way, these compounds which are made up from the elements, they are having different properties. Examples are water, carbon dioxide, sugar, these are all compounds. The formula is just chemical shorthand for the compound. Next is the mixture, that is impure substance. They contain two or more substances mixed in proportion, in any proportion, not a fixed proportion, that is called a mixture. It can be homogeneous, it can be heterogeneous, and they can be separated by physical methods. That is, for compounds, they can be separated only by chemical methods, but mixtures, they can be separated by physical methods also. The properties of mixture, they are related to its components. Now the mixture composition, it varies from sample to sample. The ratio can be any, not a fixed proportion as it is there in compounds. Examples are tea, perfume, air, salad. Now if you make salad related to your real life, the ratio can be, you can have more of cucumber, less of beetroot, then less of carrot, more of spinach, like any ratio can be there. But if you are making something like kheer, the ratio should be equal, fixed, like more of milk, same amount of rice, and the sugar, everything should be in a proper ratio. But in salad it can be in any quantity. So that is a mixture. That is the main difference between compound and mixture. See on the screen the picture of the mixture of different elements and the mixture of different compounds. See, in the mixture they are all different, but in compounds they are combining in a fixed proportion, either 2 or 4. Next thing that I would like to tell you is the chemical symbols that you need to learn, students, correct? The names. Now these are some of the elements and their name with their symbol. Even atomic number and mass is also given, but for you just learn the symbols. Like for hydrogen it is H. Mostly students, we see the first letter is the symbol, first or first and second. They are mostly used as the chemical symbol of that element. So just go through all these and keep them in your mind. Like for aluminium it is Al, the first and second letter. For silicon it is Si. Phosphorus it is P. So it is mostly either the first letter or the first and second letter, both. Got it? They are called the chemical symbols. So that's it for today. Today we have discussed about the brief introduction of elements, compounds, mixtures, about the chemical symbols. In the next video we'll discuss about the chemical equation, how to balance it, and just be prepared because I'll be giving you some equations for balancing as practice work. Till the time, keep reading science, keep updating, just go through these topics from your book, collect your doubts, and we'll discuss in the live class. Okay students, keep preparing for all your assessments. Have a great day.